Some of you may or may not have been there. On the 15th of December, Abu had its official launch in Gombak. We have since then been very busy preparing for our nationwide roadshow. We were very pleased that we had the 11th hour notification that Hindraf was joining Abu in this very important initiative to restore good governance back to this country. And I'm also very pleased to note that Hindraf is obviously more organized than Abu at this juncture, because even as we plan for our nationwide roadshow, they are all ready to kick off their series of roadshows, the Abu Hindraf roadshows. Now, on that note, I will invite Mr. Sambulingam to address you first on the Hindraf plans for the Abu initiative. Please, Mr. Sambu.
Thank you, Aris. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sambulingam. I am the National Hindraf Coordinator. Well, Hindraf from day one has made it very clear that UMNO has to go. Okay, there is no second thought about our stand as far as UMNO is concerned. Okay, we want UMNO to, because 54 years is too long for them to rule this country, and they are not being fair to the citizens of this country. Okay, which is why from day one we have been saying UMNO should go, and that overlaps with Abu's intention. So that is when and why Mr. Vedamurthy from London has a series of talk with Abu chairman Mr. Harris and the other leaders as well, and we finally agreed to be part of the Abu as well. What is Abu is all about? Past DAP and Pakatan PR, Keadilan Rakyat, they were long existing. But in 2008, unknown individuals became MPs and aduns overnight. How and why? We must recognize there were other forces involved during the 2008 election that created the political tsunami. Okay. The other forces, Hindraf, Orang Asal, individuals like RPK, and the others contributed equally well, and that is what has galvanized the people, the citizens, to bring about the change in the last general election. And in this election as well, we actually want to be part of getting UMNO and Barisan out of Putrajaya. And this time around too, we want Pakatan Rakyat to work with the other forces, as I said earlier, to get into Putrajaya. So we are going for a straight fight in 222 parliamentary seats, and we believe we can bring about changes this time in a bigger scale. Okay? In that manner, Hindraf will be organizing as the first wave 11 Abu Charamas throughout the countries. Okay? We will be having it in Selangor, Negeri Sembilan, Kedah, Perak, Penang, and Johor. That is the first wave. Okay? Our first Abu Ceramah, or the campaign, will start off in Klang on the 21st of January. Okay? And that is going to be our first initiative. Okay? And we are very sure we can bring about changes as far as the next general election is concerned, and we will be there to get UMNO out. Okay. That is why we have decided to join Abu.
Okay. Now, many of you will recall that right from the time after the Hindraf rally of 25th November 2007, many of us in civil society were urging Hindraf to embrace the other parties and initiatives in civil society who were driving this efforts, multi-pronged efforts to bring justice, particularly to the 40% marginalized in our country. Now, make no mistake, and I think even Hindraf will agree that the poor and impoverished Malaysians cut across the board. The Indians, the Malays, the Chinese, our brothers and sisters in Sabah and Sarawak, without exception. So it is my greatest pleasure today and from December to have Hindraf join the ranks of ABU and push this effort to finally bring BN UMNO to its knees. It is possible. It is very possible if the people of Malaysia will unite. Now, how do we do this? It is about taking the truth to those Malaysians who are generally fed the rubbish and the lies that the mainstream media feed to our people. And this is the biggest challenge that ABU faces. Now, we at ABU are organizing this, but it is an initiative for the rakyat, by the rakyat. So it is not just Sambulingam, myself and Cikgu But who are driving this. It ought to be the responsibility of every Malaysian now to take the truth of how UMNO and their cronies and their partners in Barisan Nasional have raped, plundered and pillaged the wealth of this nation for themselves and for their cronies, leaving our people to suffer in abject poverty. All right, so I'm very happy that Hindraf has taken the bull by the horns, so to speak. They are on overdrive, they are on full charge. Make no mistake, there will be differences between Hindraf and even myself, between myself and Maitamurti. But we so strongly recognize that UMNO and BN are the cancer of this nation, that they need to be removed, that we are prepared to overlook the little differences that we have between each other. And this is how this nation has to move forward. This is how the nation has to move forward. We urge all parties out there who recognize the urgent need to bring about the change in this country that can only come about when we finally remove UMNO and BN from Putrajaya to join ABU in this effort. All right? Now, in the coming weeks, we hope that we, ABU, will be able to inform you of the venues of the various dramas that will be planned nationwide. And we are counting on you, our friends in the media, to get this information out to the rakyat who care.
Well, Human Rights Party is our political wing. Okay, I know why you're asking, but everyone has got difference of opinion, so that won't stop us.
Have you approached any from Bersih Coalition to give speech during the roadshow?
From approached whom?
Bersih Coalition.
Yeah, as I said, at the ABU Secretariat, we are still very much at our planning stage. Most certainly, if Bersih, if any of the, we will probably be approaching them. You must understand our four main issues are harga barang naik, the Linas plant, politik kaum, and undang-undang zalim. So within that framework, I personally do not see any difficulty even with any of the Bersih leaders joining us on the platform. We welcome that. We welcome that. And you brought up HRP. We welcome HRP's inclusion here as well.
But you haven't talked to Utaya?
I haven't had the opportunity. Not that I don't want to. I always enjoy a cup of coffee with him.